All right, we're live. Everything should be good. Check my levels. Okay, music might be a bit too loud, but you know what? Until people come by. I'm changing stuff again. Changing stuff again. Ba, 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 ba. Oof, it's hot. Where's my AC? There it is. Whoop. Ba, 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 ba. Welcome, friends. Whoever is watching, let me just get ready. I have another picture I'm working on, and yeah, that's what I do. Did I copy this? Yeah, I did. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Tell me good things, friends. Tell me good things in the chat. If you're watching, welcome. I hope the video and the audio are looking good for you. For me, everything is fine. Ba, 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 ba. A new layer, this is a screen layer. Should smudge this. Maybe I should actually delete this. Okay, yeah, I will. So this is another painting I've been working on. There's a new one. This is actually the newest one. It's the random sketch I decided to work on. Let me see if I can do something here. I think this definitely needs this lighter color here. Let's just somehow blend the two layers. That would be funny. That would be nice, I think. Slightly blending in the two layers, and let me just get my music a little bit down in my headphones. I've been having hearing problems today. My ears are ringing constantly, which is weird. Yep, everything good. Because I have this is a screen blending mode, so I'm not sure. I don't want to merge things yet, so I'm gonna smudge on this layer and then maybe use the same layer to lighten things up a little bit on some other areas of the artwork. I definitely think I want to play further with this swooshy sweepy swooshy sweepy thing, because all of you know I am a very serious person. I like my art with zero seriousness. I like my art with zero seriousness, and I'm good at that. So let's just make sure that this looks like kind of water. Looks like kind of. Kind of. And then we have this part of the picture which is also a little bit tricky. I'm just doing these WIP moves throughout this entire picture. I just like having this much dynamics in an artwork. And it feels fun. The thing is, the only thing I'm currently having a bit of problem with is actually my Cintiq isn't as bright as I need it to be. Isn't really as bright as I need it to be, and so I need to kind of move over the picture a little bit, so I'll be able to see what I'm doing because I have lights. I need to have lights to be able to see what I'm doing. For you to be able to see me on the camera, I need to have lights, and those lights are flooding the room. And because of that, my screens are reacting. I mean, that has been happening for a while, but it's a larger problem when the artwork that I'm working on is darker. Even though my tablet is now set on the lightest possible setting, but it isn't mightily bright, I must say. But still, I have two lights. Who's sponsoring you today? It's Booster Mango. I like this one. Hello, Lady Gnome. Woman stop. Yes. Mango, woman stop. May I say something personal? Yes. Always. Is everything looking and sounding alright? I want to stick my tongue in that fresh water and do this. So good, everything is sounding good. That makes me happy. Why are our tongues so fat compared to cats? It's a big mysterious question. I am not competent to respond. Hello, Scion Warrior. Welcome to the stream. How's life going? Ah, Good. Decent. I just need more money. That's life. So patreon.com/illustrator. I need more money and I need people to buy my friend's art. And mine too. Tatted box. Hello. I need people to buy Lady Gnome's artwork. Oh, cute cats. And so we can both have money and be happier in life. Other than that, I'm alright. I finished at a big deadline yesterday and I finished it successfully. I mean, I am waiting for the reply from the art director if everything is good. But yeah, I had a big gig, second of 3 parts. Deadline was yesterday, and that's why I haven't been streaming for a while, for a few days. 5 days to be more precise. And now I have a bit more time to dabble. And so I am working on this one, finishing this stage of the painting where I can say, okay, that's it. Let's increase the resolution and let's add more detail. Let's fix the texture where it needs to be fixed. Tatted box, thank you for following again. Let me know if you're an artist. Send me your social media stuff. Let us see what you're up to. And all of you, other people watching, all 5 of you, give me your social media if you want me to see what you're doing, if you want me to check something out while nobody's here. Or if you just want to share your art, I'll be happy to show it on stream. I shouldn't zoom in. I need to solve this part. Need to solve this part. I have no idea how to do that. Because I only know how to paint clouds. And even those are not super realistic. I want to have this weird landscape. And I want to have a misty layer. I want to have some water. I want to have... I want it to be fun and simple and also complicated at the same time. By complicated, I mean just kind of interesting to look at. Hopefully this will be entertaining. Other people except for me. And if I get sick of this, I've opened this other artwork that I'm just finishing and refining, and we'll do that. But for now, I'm gonna stick with this and hope for the best. Again, using my own brushes, some new ones that are not available to the public, only to patrons. So if you're a patron, you can try these. Brushes, play around with them, see how you like them. I need a good way to blend these things. Let me just check something out. This needs to be really smartly done. It's a complicated image now when I see it. I mean, it's a complicated image that's composition is... I just shot myself in the foot. But I enjoy doing that sometimes. I'm a masochist. And I like complicating things for myself a little bit. Let me just share on Twitch. Asad. Oh my goodness, Dennis Gargly hosted me for 127 viewers. Why did this not get out? Why did this notification didn't go out? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Dennis. Dennis. Thank you so much for hosting me. For 127 billion viewers. I see it on my activity feed, but it doesn't appear in the notifications, which is weird. Are my notifications working? Let me just... I see Streamlabs. Let's just... Hello. Yeah, stuff are working. Cupils, Annika YTV, and also Ali Fantasia. Welcome to the stream. Yak Shamar, right? What that is probably like thank you. Or go to hell. Yak Shamar. Hello, Devry Media, Beerbender, Barrett, and Annika Y, and Cupils. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening. Oh, Yak Shamar then. Good evening, Turkish friends. Naturalda, Lion E-Drinker. Thank you for following you. All of you need to follow me now. I am so sorry. This is artwork that I'm working on right now. Toti Bro, Murat. Thank you for following Beerbender 2 and Natural 2. Welcome everybody to this little cute stream. Also, thank you for the subscription, Annika YTV. And also welcome to Oh goodness. Dennis says, a long-time follower here, that this was the right time. Just call me Dennis. All right, Dennis. Denise. No, Dennis. Okay, Dennis. Okay, it's a male name. Okay. Wish you a fine ride. Well, you gave me a great wave for that fine ride. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Opa, another subscription. No, this is Annika White's subscription. Also, welcome Kato, One Hit Wonder, and Chadwick, and Sore Knight. And Beer says, have a good one, guys. Hell yes. I hope you like the stream where Dennis left you with. The stream he left you with. I'm working on the newest artwork. It's a weird, flowy landscape. Ani gifted a tier 2 sub to Dennis. Oh my goodness. The first time giving a sub in the channel. I got a tier 2 sub, man. My first tier 2 sub, I think. Ever. Thank you so much. Ani Kavai TV. All the notifications. I love this. Thank you. Torture of Ecstasy is now following. Thank you so much. I like notifications. Keep it on. Let's the hype train or whatever that thing is called. Can we have that? I don't know. It is actually better than what he does for me too. Ah, Jesus, Anikawai, right? Now you have to gift subs to in Dennis's channel like 3 times more. I am so sorry. Dennis, give us your social media stuff. Ali Fantasia, thank you. And also, Dennis, thank you for subscribing. Oh my goodness. But this is the craziest raid I've gotten in ages. What engaging audience. Damn it. Thank you all. Faith, thank you for following. And Dennis just gifted 5 tier 1 subscriptions. Jesus Christ. Lady Gnome is a sub. Silent Warrior is a sub. Kimtastic is a sub. Lutzant is a sub. And Dikde is a sub. Bunch of people got subscriptions. Thank you so much, Dennis. Look at Lady Gnome with the badges. She crazy. Now look at Lady Gnome with the badges. She's got 3 now. Cyan Warrior, welcome to the subs. Lady Gnome, welcome to the subs. I don't have anything to give to you. I'm kidding. There is a channel on Discord for subscribers. You can get some high-res images from Patreon. And Respawnist and Devry Media, thank you for following. Welcome, friends. I hope you like what you see here. I mean, you do like what you see here. That's how us the Turks do. We raid in and make some remarkable noise. I'm Serbian, I know. Welcome. Put the rest to welcome. Welcome, friends. I am well acquainted by Turks coming in and making some noise. May we live together in forever and be good. I didn't do something good. I love all the notifications, man. I love it. Thank you so much. You're giving me a bunch of viewers. That's a thing that I need. That's the thing that I need. I need many viewers. So I can maybe do something. Not sure about this. Just your Turkish pronunciation is very good, by the way. Really? Well, because we share letters. We also have ch and j and all these like harsher sounds, and I can recognize those because in Serbian we also have ch or sh, or these like j sounds. Like so I can kind of figure it out, even though I have no idea how to pronounce Turkish. Because our sh, for example, is like the S, but with the little thing up, not under. So I kind of figured out, you can see that. Ali Fantasia, Alif, sorry. Fantasia, or Ali Fantasia has cheered 100 bits. Hell yes. Hell yes. Thank you, everybody. What a crazy raid, man. That's how you do it. From now on, I don't want to have a non-Turkish raid. Like, just whenever a new raid comes, I'll like, come on, be like the Turks. Be like the Turks. And follow me and everything. Be like the Turks. We have a level 3 hype train. Jesus Christ, I have a hype train. Is this even possible? Like, I thought hype trains are reserved for political streamers and bigger channels. That's a crazy subtrain. Do you do oil painting? No, not really. I paint with pastels a little bit, but not. I don't do oils, unfortunately. By the way, I haven't asked, is the music too loud or something? If everything is okay, if the music is too loud, let me know. I can turn it a bit down. Choo choo! Hype train level 3. Jeez, that's really crazy. Subscription gifts or bits to get to the next level. Alright, get me 10 bits so we can go to the next level. Yeah, I only see hype trains with some political streamers that I watch. And then they get these raids like with 300 people and show the people that pretty huge pastel painting you did the other day. I'll do it later if somebody sticks. I can show it, but not on the screen, but not on the camera, but on the screen. Let me find it. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. About, yeah, so this is A2. No, 70 by 50. Something like that. 70 by 50. Daniel Jimeno. Welcome, Daniel Jimeno. Welcome to the stream. Let me see. This is how large it is. I am tall. Anik Wise continued this hype train, giving another 100 bits and 200 bits. Jeez. So I am 6 feet, 6.2, something like that. And this is how large this painting is. So it's kind of large. You can find it on Twitter. Chimney Pool says, your artwork is great. As a game developer, it's very inspiring to me. Thank you so much, Chimney Pool. You gave me 200 bits. You just paid a meal for me. Thank you so much. It's crazy. Your $2, 200 bits means a lot for me here in Serbia. By the way, for all new people, here are my links. And if you want to support this channel, there is a Patreon with high-res images that you can download. And let me just, I opened this one to just dabble around it for a bit more later, but right now I want to work on this one and to prepare it to be published, because this is okay, sorry, this is wrong key. This one is, well, almost not finished, but I need just a little bit more work to say, okay, that's it, you know, I can continue and I can add more details. Right now, I am on a big canvas and everything, but I am still... Ooh, I received the level 2 hype train emote. Choo choo choo, one hit wonder. Chuf chuf chuf. Is that the choo choo train on Turkish? Choo choo, yes. Chuf chuf chuf. We say choo choo also. It's nice to be learning things, you know. Now I know how to say choo-choo in Turkish. If I ever visit Turkey in my life, I hope I will visit many places, so I can know how to say choo-choo in all of the places. Thank you so much, everybody, for the bits and for the subscriptions. I have 20 subscribers now. That's insane. I have 20 subscribers now, and I got around $5 in bits, which is enough for a lot here, you know. Buy myself a proper meal and pay half of my bills, not half of my bills, not half, sorry, like a 1/3 of my electricity bill. That's like a $5. My electricity bill is around $15, $20. So thank you very much. But I'll calculate everything in my comparing with my rent and comparing with coffees I can drink in town, pizza I can order. Yeah, I can order a nice pizza with these donations that you just gave me. Thank you all. There's a lot of cats in Turkey. Definitely sounds like a good place to visit. Yes. Especially if there's Turkish fan cats, the beautiful white cats. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for this insane raid and the hype train and the subs and the bits and everything. I will say thank you much more. You have to have patience for me. This doesn't happen on my stream much. I did, but I'll be honest. I did have larger raids, and but this was so, you know, everybody came in and said hi and gifted and subbed and followed, and I was lucky. During the pandemic, I got raided by 1,000 people. I got a raid of 1,000 people. Also, Turkey is cheap. That is a really good thing if it's cheap. Because we're Serbian people, we don't have money. We don't have money. Our money is very limited, and Turkey is a very cheap country for tourists, Chadwick says. I've never visited Turkey. Never. I really didn't travel because of my financial situation in general. I didn't really travel until I started going to conventions and similar things. Derpy, welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. And since I've started going to conventions and such before the pandemic, pre-pandemic, let's say, then I started traveling more, but I haven't been in Turkey. Haven't been. But yeah, comparing to Croatia, probably comparing to France, comparing to Italy, it must be cheaper. I can't imagine, you know. I mean, okay, Croatia isn't that expensive, but in some places it really is. I've been there the most because I attended many events in Croatia. I've never been to Greece, only been to Cyprus and the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. Weirdly, I was in Nicosia, and there it's an island, so it's a bit more expensive, but it was still not super expensive. I don't know about mainland Turkey, mainland Greece. Was that a squeak? Nope. I actually still own. I still use my wallet that I bought on the Turkish side of Cyprus in a really colorful shop. I use that wallet daily. Wow, what a raid, man. Insane. I'll talk about this raid for generations to come. For the next raid to come, I will tell them, like, ha, you're not like Dennis's raid. Like, peh. Tisk. I do get raids still, but it's not as it was during the pandemic while everybody was inside and not doing anything. Nowadays, I really don't get many large raids. I get the largest raid I got in last month was, I think, 30 people or so. So this one is like 5 times larger. So that's why I am very happy about it. Hope you don't mind. I might boring a little bit. Let me zoom out and just flip the image so I can have have a look at the image like this. My keyboard is making me problems. Oh man. So yeah, I'm using Clip Studio Paint for people who don't recognize the software. I'm using Clip Studio Paint and I'm using my own brushes to create all of my artwork. And I'm using lots of larger brushes, just trying out if it's, you know, bigger shapes and rougher shapes to see how it works. And then I can go in with the smaller brushes and less opaque brushes to continue the large work. So basically roughing in and then going with the pencil tool and continuing working on it. I moved something. I certainly moved the layer by accident. Yeah, this layer, I moved it. No. This layer. Yeah, by accident I moved the layer. That happens because of my keyboard. 100% because of the keyboard. I think for this layer, I need to check my levels and just make it slightly darker. Nah, we'll do it later. We just multiply it like this. No. You can multiply it like this. Just have a darker image altogether, but it's dark towards the top. Just a bit of darkening towards the top. I decided to just completely discard all the flat lines in my artwork, and I just turn my art into this flowy goodness. Hopefully you will appreciate it as I do. I like being able to do this. But sometimes it's a bit hard to fit everything in, you know. Sometimes it's a bit harder to fit everything in, so maybe this wasn't as good as I thought it will be. Or maybe it is, who cares? Let's smudge a little bit and see what happens. Natural says, after watching Politics channel, the channel is so calm. Well, I hope you return to the stream sometimes. Yeah, I sometimes tend to watch politics channels because I'm interested in general. But I guess after a politics channel, this one must feel like just nothing, chill. I mean, not nothing. I am working my ass off here. And I tend to play relaxing music and now I think I'm gonna erase this. Not sure. Can keep it like this. I hope you like the artwork too. I am really giving my best to create something interesting. But I'm not trying to my brain froze. It's a waste of time, but you still want to watch it. It is hate-love thing. I understand it. Absolutely. I understand it. I do, as I said, I sometimes watch some politics streamers, and it's a love-hate relationship. You really think, why am I doing this to myself? And then, hmm, hmm. I don't know if I like this part here. Like this part here. I'm not sure if I like it like this or like this. Like this or like this. I think maybe hmm. It's really weird because you can't really, I presume you don't even understand or not care too much for these things that I'm in a dilemma about. But yeah, I just did this. I solved my own problem. I solved my own problem. I take a lot of time for my artwork. So thank you for your patience. I take a lot of time usually, and working on these little things is what I really do enjoy. Dreamy looks drunk. I showed my friend the highway painting and he praised you. Does his name rhymed with Ptefan, huh? Do you plan ahead of your artwork or does it evolve? Both things. Muffin, alright. I both at the same time I plan and I improv. Like right now I'm improvising, like just figuring out where this takes me. Can I have this? Before this it was like this. But this keeps bothering me on the left. Like it's unbalanced and I'm like, you know what? Let me do a little explanation here. Like there is such a nice little flow here, and then this kind of was unbalanced in a way. It wasn't like this. Like if I made this, it would be more balanced like this. But then it would kind of clash with the rest. So I just decided like let's continue this arc and just let's see what happens if I kind of continue. There is this kind of curve happening here and this curve leading here, and I decided to try and see what would happen if I did that. And I first did this, and then this, and then this, and then this. I'm still Bumefin. Yes, that guy. So I just need to find the right tone, the right color, the right movement to the painting, and I think I'll be good. Because for me, movement and the dynamics are quite important, and I want to make sure that it looks, that the painting looks fun to just to watch. And I hope you're enjoying. I mean, you are here, so I'll presume you're enjoying the artwork. But I'm always concerned if it's fun to people, and oh, why is it? Let me just do something quickly. Bum, 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 bum. I'm just looking for the right way to curve this. But I don't want to lose all of the kind of realism in a way. There is a bit of realism in it, you know. There is a little bit of realism in it. A little bit. Just a little bit. So I don't want to lose it. So I'm just figuring out a good way how to do like a surreal twist in the painting. And I think I'm on a good twist. Natural says it reminds me of Neon Genesis Evangelion because of the moon explosion thing. I forgot everything about Evangelion. I watched it, but that was my first anime, I think. Chimney says it's a good thought process. When I do level designs, I don't know where to stop placing details. I usually go with the non-details. I usually go first with the non-details, and then I can figure out the rest. And also, I've became more and more abstract as time goes, and I've stopped being conventional, and I've been just doing what I like. And that's not really a good thing if I want to be popular, but I don't want to be popular, it seems. I'm just trying to express myself, and I'm hoping that we'll all find this interesting. Now, doing this weird water experiment, like a blending water and hello, MMA. Paint a tornado. Do you live in tornado area? And this brush is a really good choice for this. because this brush is soft where it needs to be. So MMA is intimately familiar with tornadoes. I've never seen a tornado in my life, a real tornado, like in real life. I don't want to, actually. I really don't. Tornadoes are scary. Yeah, that's why I said you're intimately acquainted with tornadoes. And I don't want to be. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. I have one drop 2 blocks from me when I was like, oh my goodness. That must have been scary as hell. I'm literally carving out the water shapes here. You got a healthy respect for natives. I think you have to have a healthy respect for nature. We need more people to have healthy respect for nature. Nature is scary. Nature doesn't care. People need to realize that. Nature doesn't care about your politics, about your age, about your nation, about your views and your age. No, just a fucking tornado comes in and just bomb. Some people are like, tornadoes. Like, I can shoot a tornado with my gun. I don't like him. I don't like him one bit. I'm gonna shoot the tornado. Shoot at some gun with that game out the sky. Shoot the son of a gun. Vika says, hello Vika. Looks lit, man, in every sense of the word. In every sense of the word, it is lit. Well, that is so nice to hear. That is really good to hear, because we like lit things here. Let me flip so I can... We have a better control of the flow of the picture. Vika, thank you for following. Thank you very much. Now I'm more lit, with more followers. More followers mean more lit artwork. This is, by the way, a complete improvisation. I need to do one thing. Yeah, I'm gonna duplicate this brush, but I'm gonna make it darken things, not lighten things. Duplicate sub to ZH darken. Now let's call it shadow bruh. But I will just change the blend mode from glow dodge to color burn and see what happens, you know? But which brush is better? I think blending will multiply will be a bit better because it's not as... But I don't know, color dodge is such a good blend mode because it just gives color burn. Because it gives you the crazy colors with very little effort, and you know, while multiply is more precise in a way in blending the two colors that you put in. Yeah, see, look at dark brush I made. Instead of this dodge brush that I have here, I have a shadow brush now too, because it's necessary. Just having to find a good black burn. Yes, we'll use a Clip Studio Paint specific blend mode. Blackbird. Blackbird. Look at this. What did Blackbird into hell? Blackbird. Yeah, I'm using Clip Studio Paint. No, this is too harsh. What happens if I use this layer but with a darker... Everything's just black. Just, okay, the blending mode is called the black burn, so let's not be surprised. I just wanted to darken this layer in a few places. Maybe I should darken this layer too. Oh my goodness, we have Be a Diesel on our stream. Hello, Andrea. Oh my god. Guys, you have to. I am stopping my stream right now, so I can just shout out this amazing artist. One of the most fun people on Twitch that I've ever visited and raided. Just the energy on Be a Diesel's stream is something you have to witness. And you have to. I will be very mad at you if you don't follow them right now. Hello, Andrea. How are you doing, my dear? I am just God, thank you so much. Yes, you deserve it. I really, with all my heart, I think you are one of the nicest people on Twitch. So refreshing and just positive and all the good things I can say. She's like, I mean, come on, you're super duper. How about you? I am gooper super duper looper blooper. And it is I, yes. I am being very swooshy. I am working on an artwork and I am being very swooshy about it. I am being very swooshy about it and figuring out a good way to... Okay, it's flipped. To kind of wrap it around and without it looking like it's going outside of the canvas too much. But I think I'm okay. This looks swoosherific. It's almost even super swoosherific, yes. Supercalifragilistic expialidocious. Supercalifragilistic, yes. So I'm like figuring out how to do that, and It's a hoot, as you would say. It's a hoot. If you ever seen somebody paint stuff like this digitally, I hope you enjoy my swooshiness. A hoot and a half. A real world-class hoot nanny. Yes, yeah. All of those things. All of those things. Absolutely. My keyboard is not listening to me the best. You know? That's what's currently bugging me. I have to talk with my keyboard to see if it will listen to me a bit more. It is such a nice visit on the stream. I'm very happy that I have Andrea here. Thank you for sticking for how long, however long. I am very honored. Boom, 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 boom. I'm being very surrealist here. Be It Easel as one of the best names, yes. I really got a classical feel, makes me think of Turner. She says, "Aw, you betcha. So happy to be here." Ah. I like Turner, yes. I like a large number of classical, like impressionists, post-impressionists, Hudson River School painters, like Turner. Yeah, I love because you know why I love Turner? He's so abstract. You can find many things in Turner's paintings without him drawing, like specifically drawing those things. That's what I like with George Inness. Like George Inness is probably one of my most favorite painters of this ilk. Sometimes he's so abstract and it doesn't hit you on the head with art. They're painting this atmosphere and you're enjoying this atmosphere. We discovered Be It Easel one day accidentally almost. It was such a revelation. Me, of course, immediately raided. Yeah, Turner implies a lot and it's fantastic. It's a hoot. It's a hoot. William J. Hooter. Not a hooter, that's a wrong word. A hooter. Yes, a hooter. Oh, whoops. Don't be a boob. Hooter. Who do you think you are, young man? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I see what you did there. I can sometimes own my English, even though I'm Serbian. Sometimes I can be funny. Sometimes. Come on, keyboard, damn you. The, No, this zoom is really unnecessary, but I still want to make sure that we are zoomed in nicely so I can do these little ambient occlusion thingies under here. Boom, 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 boom. Like this, yeah. Really cool to see your artwork. Yeah, you can look this. This is also a hoot and a half, maybe. This is another artwork that is finished. I just opened it up so I can maybe just work on it just a bit more. And then this is 100%. Lady Gnome says, I just want somebody to get that huge pastel. I'll show it to Andrea too. Like, you can see how rough some of the strokes are. Just terrific. Like, I enjoy working with large strokes with... You can see this is 100%. There's no need to work further, but the texture gets... You know, because of the brushes I use, these textures build up. This is not as big. This is like 100% here. You can see it's clearly rougher. But depending on the brush that I use, it can really be painterly. Like, I have this one brush that's really gives me real nice strokes. And one of my favorites, you know, just gives me this fantastic texture. And then I go in with the blend tool or with some of my... I only use my brushes, my own. And I can smudge them a little bit. And I like oil painting, but I never tried oil painting in real life, really. Like, yeah, movement has been my thing lately. I mean, I have so much movement. I want to have so much movement in my art. I mean, this image is moving, you know, too, but this one, like, especially, like, because maybe I just overdid it with the saturation and hue. Maybe I can do this. I added some contrast just to be even more flashy. But most of my colors I choose myself. I don't rely too much on the digital. I'm digging those colors. I think they are brave. Somebody told me that's a good expression. And you can see the texture, you know? And as it lays over, you know, you get the... And you can see me painting, and I'm having lots of fun, you know, doing these strokes sometimes. No, and this texture just gets created as you paint, and that's what I like about painterly brushes that I use digitally. You know, it's not just the textures that I see people applying on top of their artwork. When people are, I mean, okay, I've seen that in concept art when it need to do quick textures. It's all right. It's completely legit and all right. But I kind of like my textures to be natural and to follow the strokes. And, you know, if I'm gonna paint a little house here, this roof needs to be this texture needs to go with the roof. You know, if this roof is slanted, the texture also needs to be slanted. So you can't just paste the texture and hope for the best. No. I'm digging those colors. My colors are diggable sometimes. I enjoy working with color. I don't understand how I can't really do traditional painting with oils and stuff. I would probably be very chill with them, with the colors, but I just prefer a more quicker technique that is like pastels currently. Oh yeah, I wanted to just show some artsy worky. Yeah, I made a traditional painting with pastels. I mean, this is just rough and okay, horrible photo. It's mobile. But you can see I do the same thing traditionally. This is when zoomed in. You can see the organic strokes. Yeah. This is me. Hello. And you can see this is large. Large. Art Rover, hello. Welcome to the stream. I am fashionable. Look at me. I'm a fashionable dude. And you can see how this one is kind of the largest pastel painting I ever made. This is A4, for example. This is also big. This is 70 by 50 centimeters. This is also large, and you can also see this texture and the looseness. And I hope somebody buys these. And these are A4 sketches. Rocking those slippers. Yep, I'm very comfy at home. This is a sketch for the big one. You know, I love playing with color. I'm always in my jammies. A gotcha. Of course. You know, pastels are such a fun medium. I mean, this is how my workspace looks. I have a bunch of pastels. I just buy whenever I find them. I just try to have as many as possible. And then just have them. And you can see how rough this is. This is a bit better photo, but you can see I prefer rougher strokes. And I really hope one day somebody will buy them. Some of them. Like this one is kind of more close to like something I've painted digitally. Now, cute. Can you see the similarities? I spent like an hour on these. Like hour, 2 hours most. I'm very quick with traditional. I don't spend too much time. I mean, you can see I don't spend too much time, but I have lots of fun. I have lots of fun. You can see Poisson d'Or and Faber-Castell pastels currently that I use. This is a camera photo, I think. So you can see it a bit better here. I made this with my camera. And you can see the textures, and I love it. It's so nice. This is a good photo, damn it. It's a good photo. I made a good photo. Yeah, 1 hour, 2 hours. Okay, for the big ones more, but these are like 10-15 minutes paintings. But it's what matters is the idea and the skill. They're for sale, by the way. You sure did. They are for sale. Like this one too. This is okay, it's not as sharp. Pigma brush. Pigma. I don't want to say the other word with igma in it. You can see these on my website. Some of them are for sale. And this one is $100. These are miniatures. These are 7 by 5 centimeters. And these miniatures, this isn't a super miniature. This is $50 a piece. This one is about $200. This one is A4. $200, $300 for original. I really don't care to sell them for less. I really don't. I might never sell any, but I'm not going to sell my artwork for $50. if it's larger. Like these are like $100. These are 7 by 5 centimeters. I really don't care. I'll never sell any, but not sharp. I need a better camera. But you can see, come on. Why is it? Yeah. This is my workspace. Yeah, this one. What surface? Any surface. It's a paper, cheap paper. It's a Fabriano, this paper that's behind this small one. This actually, somebody wants to buy it, but that somebody's ghosting me for the last 2 months. And I probably just put it for sale again. I don't care. They were like, oh, I want to buy it, and this price was good and everything. I sold it for 60 euros. And it's very small. And that person is ghosting me. I've tried to message her, and I know her in real life, but she's busy or whatnot. So what can I do? She doesn't want to actively pursue her decisions of buying stuff. I'll just have to grant the permission for somebody else to buy it, but nobody wants to buy my stuff. You know, this is also a miniature. So I do pastel stuff. It's not as elaborate as bead easels, oil paintings that are majestic. These are like half an hour to an hour. Little fun paintings. But pastel pinks are gorgeous. It's something you can't recreate in photos. They literally glow. Some of them. Like here, I use the glowy greens and glowy oranges. This is a small canvas. It's like 6 by 3 centimeters. It's also up for sale. And look at it. It's tiny. It's not a sharp photo. This is mobile. But it's a tiny canvas. Yeah, and a few more miniatures. I'll trade you, be a easel. I trade you your large canvas for this small canvas. The colored palettes are beautiful. Thank you so much. I really enjoy, you know, I kind of connected with pastels in a way because they're so immediate. They're so immediate, and they don't demand preparation. They don't demand... Let me just show you a few more. This one is a hoot. This is just normal yellow paper. Just A4 yellow paper. But yellow paper, this A4 normal Fabriano yellow paper, colored paper, it just receives pastel so well. And it's like 10 cents a piece. I tried some techniques on this one. It's the most expressive pastel piece I ever made. But I'm not sure about the color. It will crack, and this is also that yellow paper. You know, you see how well it takes pastels. It takes them so nicely, even though it's a regular paper with not much texture. Like here you can see like how nice it takes the pastels. I would 100% do a trade. I'm hopefully, if nobody buys it, we'll trade. You give me a small miniature oil painting and I give you a miniature pastel. People, for some reason, people like this one. Whoever saw this one, they're like, because of the colors. Their colors are bright and brilliant. And I just used the red paper and a few vibrant blues and just created this mess. But I like it. It's cute. This is blue paper. This is blue paper. Okay, this is not a bad photo, but it's okay. There's another on red paper. You know, this is cheap paper, and the pastels are affordable. At least the cheaper ones. Pastels can be so expensive, damn it. But I use the affordable brands, so I have less problems with the fear, you know, the fear of using too much, fear of wasting. There's a canvas, for example. This is a 60 by 50 centimeter canvas. It's unfinished, but I really don't want to do anything. Well, no, these are soft pastels. All of these are chalk pastels. I don't want to do anything with this one. This is a canvas. I did a bit of acrylic, underpainting. I was testing colors, and then over the acrylic, I hate acrylic. And I painted with this the best blue that I have. It is so vibrant and nice. You can see how it looks. This is a red paper, for example. Acrylics can be tricky. I don't like acrylics. I don't like the feeling of acrylics as opposed of the oils. I prefer the feeling of oil paint. This is black paper with red pastels. This is a better photo. You can see just swoosh, 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 swoosh. Swoosh, 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 swoosh. It's just... I hope to sell this one too one day. It's cute. Swoosh-tastical, right? You can see I kind of the strokes are all not random, as you would say they're random. They're not random. They are not random at all. But still they are random. Put them on your Instagram. Yeah, this is also just cheap black paper. Cheap black paper. And okay, these pastels are not so affordable, but they are good. Not expensive. Van Gogh. These, you can see them here in the corner. Van Gogh. Talons. Yeah, here they are. They are, yeah, Van Gogh pastels, and one of Poisson. Poisson, my favorite brand so far. This is another larger painting. Also swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. This is a larger painting. This is oil pastels, for example. This is oil pastels. You can see how they can be layered, and I painted with palette knives. There is a bit of soft pastel too, but you can see I painted with a palette knife on this one. Come on, now I need to zoom in a little bit. And I kind of like oil pastels. They're also very immediate. And this is how it looks. Yeah, the texture can be really, really nice. I painted on my floor, you know. I painted on the floor using the palette knife. And then this is soft pastel, another one, swooshy. I'm still showing off. I'm sorry. I'm showing off. I'm showing, instead of painting, I'm showing these pieces. You know, I'm learning, you know, but yeah, there is something about this texture, especially on this painting, on this photo. Look at this. I like it so much. I love a good show and tell. Well, I think it's overdue. I think it's an overdue show and tell. I will weep loudly if I don't post them. If you don't post them. It's A3, for example. Another swooshy painting. Swoosh. 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 Okay, I'm tired. I have lots of paintings. Oh yeah, I showed you just one more. Two more. Let's show one canvas. This is soft pastel on canvas. This is soft pastel on canvas. And this is oil pastel on a board. This one has texture. Lots of texture. It's weird, look at it. Oil pastels on pastel board. This is how it looks. This one, my selling price for this one is $700. I don't care. I put it up on Sachi, I think, even for like $600-700 or more. I'm not selling it for less. I don't care. I am very happy with how it turned out. I mean, come on, look at these textures. Look at the texture. I spent a lot. I had a lot of fun time painting this one. I need to do more oil paintings, oil pastels. A4 is a great format for them. Where is this other one? Yeah, this is another one, another oil pastel. They are malleable to a point. You know, they are malleable to a point. You can scratch off. Yeah, I'm the same way Beadizzle says. If it sells, awesome. If not, then I have to gotta keep it. Yes, I don't want to sell cheap. I really don't. If somebody wants an original from somebody who haven't been painting with any traditional tools up until last year, I started doing traditional year and a half ago. Like, oil pastels are so malleable sometimes. You can kind of scratch them off. You can move them. You can push them with, and they never dry. So they're always workable. So I hope I can sell sometimes some of them. I hope so sometimes. I do. This one is a good photo. Yeah, you can see how this one looks. It's a crazy Van Gogh, or as we say, Van Gogh in Serbian. Van Gogh. Van Gogh. I don't know how to say it properly, but yeah, you can see scratches and whatnot. It's fun. It's A4. It's also $700. I don't care. I need to step up my old pastel game. You know what you can do? Get a pastel knife. A pastel knife. Get a palette knife and then just scratch the pastel off. Just scratch some color off of the pastel and just put it on the paper. What you can also do is if they're water soluble, or there are water soluble oil pastels out there, and you can mix them on a clean surface, mix them on a clean acrylic or paper. You can use paper because they're so flexible, such a flexible tool. Oil pastels, scratch off a little bit of color and another color and use the palette knife. Get some turpentine or water or whatever. If they're water soluble, get some water, just a little bit. Or you can use the watercolor thingy. No, you can't. Just get some, wet the pastel knife a little bit and you can mix them. And the thing is, oil pastels don't dry. None of them. Gotta leave you a lurky, but this has been fantastic. Thank you, Beadizzle. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for showing your wonderful work, friend. You are very welcome. So yeah, you can mix oil pastels. You can move them with, you can pick them up with a palette knife and put them down. And they are very interesting. It's a very interesting tool. I don't see many people using them. All right, everybody say hello and goodbye to Beadizzle. And I hope to see you again one day. So happy for you to be on my stream, man. So yeah, Arch Rover, I can't give you many advices, but those are a few. Just get a palette knife and try to have fun with that. Dubori, you are a world-class hoot, says Beadiesel. I'll be listening and working. Aw, you're a hoot. Are oil pastels crumbly when you spread them? Not really. Also, Occult Charmander says hi. And also, Dubori says awesome work. Thank you very much. Welcome by time to watch. You're welcome. Art Rover says, thank you. I've been thinking about getting a palette knife for all. Get them. Palette knives I use them even for soft pastels sometimes. I like using palette knives. Palette knives are such an expressive tool. I have several of them. But for oil pastels, they are so useful. I never considered them. I just, by accident, realized how useful they are. Almost by accident. It's so cool. It looks so cool. Thank you, Occult Charmander. Thank you very much. I appreciate it so much. I need all the eyes on my art that I can get. I need all the good vibes. I need all the good words I can get. My ego sometimes needs boosting. Sometimes. 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 By the way, links are in the chat. If you want to follow me on social networks, the links are there. Go follow me on my website, on Instagram, Twitter, ArtStation, DeviantArt, and YouTube, even though I'm not using YouTube to make videos. I only use YouTube for archival purposes. With a few exceptions. I just have a few videos I made years ago. Time lapses usually. Go follow me on social networks and give me some likes and retweets. It really, really helps me. Hello, LGN. Ciao, bello. Bots to beasts, thank you for following. Guinea pigs, they're talking. And you can't hear them, unfortunately, but they were talking about something. By the way, right now I'm using a non-tilt brush. I'm using a non-tilt brush just to have fun with it. Also, welcome Jinwoo, Artista Jinwoo. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. I knew how to say thank you in Korean, but I forgot. I forgot. I'm sorry. But thank you and welcome. Man, this is interestingly tiring. But I really didn't stream for 5-6 days. I had a deadline for a big project that I'm working on. Deadline yesterday. And now I'm using the chance. So if you want to try out these brushes, you can buy them in my shop on my website. There is a free sampler of Clip Studio brushes with no tilt, and also a free sampler of Clip Studio brushes with tilt. I use tilt heavily in my artwork, but for example, this brush doesn't use it as heavily, but it still has a lots of diversity in it. So you can do thin strokes and thick strokes at the same time. But it kind of retains this energy. But of course, there is a lots. I forgot to speak. It's not just in the brush. If it was just the brush, then everybody would be a good painter by just downloading brushes. It's in the way how you treat your brush, how you treat your paint, and how you hold it and how you do strokes. All these things are important. So just downloading brushes maybe gives you just a little bit of a little advantage of having some fun brushes to play with, but in the end, you still have to practice a lot. You still have to practice a lot. You still have to do lots of work. Never trust people who tell you, just download my brushes, bro, you get better. Nah, that doesn't work that way. So you can do fantastic artwork with a square brush. My hated square brush. I dislike it so much. But you can do good work with it too. But it gives you a little bit of a, like for example, using my brushes as somebody who has not been a slave of Photoshop's brush controls, who's not been used so much to Photoshop's brushes, can benefit from mine, because mine use a different workflow. By Photoshop brushes use a different workflow, and most of us are just used to it. And then switching to a different type of brushes is different. It's difficult. It's too much texture, too much twist and turn. So maybe it's better for people who haven't had years of adjusting to Photoshop's way of handling brushes. I think those people were the people who liked my brushes the most. I'm really digging into mixer brushes. They are very powerful. That's one tool that that's kind of lacks in Clip Studio Paint, but still you can mix colors. If you use mixer brushes in Photoshop to mix colors, there is a kind of equivalent, but the mix brush tool is so special in Photoshop. It's just such a special tool. It's really good. If you look traditional, yeah, because it takes color and blends it, and it's a good tool. Mixer brush is sometimes I miss it. Sometimes I really do miss the mixer brush in Clip Studio. But you can mix colors, but it's not the same. But I haven't been dragged into it too much. So I'm satisfied with what I have here. I changed this so much today. Oh my god. I'm also loving Midjourney and AI. So many cool ideas to start a piece. Just don't fall into this reliance on it, because I've been bored of seeing. You could obviously see people just taking this and just adding a few strokes and I did this. Just don't fall into relying onto it. But Midjourney is a good tool. I've been talking about it with some friends a few days ago, and I did say that I kind of see so many similar pieces, but then again, you still need to work a lot to get something out of it. So it just depends on how you use it. What I like about it, it's very vague. How to describe this? It's vague. So you can kind of see, if you have a good creative eye, you can kind of see things in these shapes. But I'm not happy with the art people get out of it. Yeah, this you did good. This one is okay. Because you already do similar things. You know, you still do similar things. I like this one much more than this one. This one is much, much, much better technically and much better with colors and less abstract. The thing with Midjourney is that it's weirdly abstract in the same way with every artwork almost. So it takes time to get this weird vague feeling out of them. But it's been like I see the people in the art circle just posting now. Clearly, you can see it. They didn't even like try to paint over too much, and they're like, "This is my artwork." No, this isn't machine learning sketch, and it loses the character. Just in this one, for example, by Marco LGN, there is still his character of his art. That's important. Use the tool. Retain your character in your art. It is very important. Because your character in your art can sometimes be everything. It is the difference between being hired or not. It is the difference between people remembering you or not, like recognizing your work or not. So like in the link that LGN showed, when you scroll down from that last headdress scroll to down, you can clearly see the character is still there. So it didn't just get lost. While the chaotic Vitruvica girl is definitely still you can see that. But I think the newest one, it's just it will be good. I think it will be good. Yeah, and yeah, this one is clearly using the... And you can see so many artworks looking exactly like this. It is nice and all. You know, it is nice and all. But what stops you from doing something like this? This Art Nouveau, but with a twist. And yeah, you can clearly see the influence. I mean, that doesn't diminish it. It still takes aesthetic and still takes a bit to create this. But yeah, Mucha mixed with... Yeah, and I can bet my life that they were... The prompt was like an Art Deco girl designed by Craig Mullins, painted by Craig Mullins, designed by Alphonse Mucha. You basically trending on ArtStation tarot card. The prompts are very, very giving, you know. They can tell you, the artwork can tell you what the person prompted. So you basically, how AI works is that you give it a prompt, and then a prompt can be like in hyperrealism, Unreal Engine. I see this a lot. Unreal Engine, futuristic cityscape, trending on ArtStation, painted by Peter Morbacher, Craig Mullins, colors by Piotr Jablonski or whatever. Barely giving it a prompt like Zhillustrator style small garden gnome. Do not do that. For me, the ones with a lot of messy stuff are the best because you can get cool ideas. Yeah, it can push your brain a little bit, you know? It's useful. It can push your brain a little bit because sometimes we need a little push. We are maybe just a small push away from something something awesome. And I don't this you know, I don't diss it. I realize how powerful that can be. For example, I'm more into the creating your style by yourself in a way, but I understand that even I need a push sometimes to get something just outside of my comfort zone. And it's very valid. It's valid tool. That's the thing that I wanted to say. It's a valid tool for painting. Just don't hang up on it. Don't get hung up on it, you know, just using everything is now been Journey generated or DALL-E generated, and you can't make your own stuff anymore, you know, because you're in fear you'll get you'll miss out. I, for example, I have no wish of taking part in the AI craze. I play around with it, but I don't do anything. I mean, also you have to pay for Midjourney. I have no I will not pay for AI. Okay, DALL-E is not paid, but it's inferior. Well, it is inferior. Midjourney is just the best currently there is. Midjourney is insanely powerful AI generation. I am just baffled. It is weirdly sophisticated. But still, you know, I think many people are hung up on it, and many people are scared of it because their fear it will ruin painting. No, it won't. It's a tool. It's the same thing like digital painting. People were afraid that digital painting will kind of make traditional painting obsolete, but it won't. It will never will, because those are two different beasts. Those are two different beasts, two different people, two different usages, two different niches, and a lot of people are fear mongering. I am certain AI will find good use in concept art, and we can maybe finally get some diversity in designs. Because dudes, I can't stand concept art anymore. It is so boring. It is so generic. It is so dumb. Just everybody want to be Craig Mullins. Everybody want to be, you know, the same three people. It is so insufferable. Concept art is what got me into digital painting. Now I can't stand concept art. It's just 3D block. Who pioneered this style? Feng Zhu, Craig Mullins, Raphael Lacoste, Mark Simonetti, the Ryan Church. What was the guy's name? Dylan Cole. Who else? Scott Robertson, Nathan Fox, even a little bit. But Nathan Fox went into fine art more. I mean, but those are, you know, pioneers. But then you have the new people, Jamie Jones. Yeah, I completely forget about that guy. Completely forget about him. They are pioneers, and they are a different story. But the style itself has become so singular, and it's boring to look at anymore. It's very boring to look at, and because I mean, it's just it's a disease of the industry, you know. Because nowadays shareholders design stuff, you know. Nothing is made for fans to enjoy or for artistic qualities. Nowadays they just make the industries that rely on concept art are just failed and dying industries, like gaming. And I mean, to me, gaming is dead. Just game industry is just, the gaming industry just needs one big purge, you know. Just one big purge, and just put some fresh people. And I just can't see the same people anymore. Some of them I really can't stand, like the Derek Zabrodsky guy, and his all paintings are the same to me. Everything that goes big is meant to die. Yeah, it is just one big nepotism factory, you know, like Marvel movies. I really hope Marvel goes down. Like there is zero quality there anymore. There's some nice cinematography and whatnot, but I really I hope these things go extinct. Yeah, the movie industry too. You know, concept art is primarily for games and movies, and those industries by themselves are very like what inbreeding does to people. That's what happened to concept art. It got inbred. The industry, not concept, sorry, the movie and game industries, it got inbred. Just everything is just Fortnite, Call of Duty, Overwatch, the two styles, Marvel. So yeah, it's like what inbreeding does to genes happened to the game industry, and indie games are we can give a pass to indie games always. Indies are, I'm talking about AAA and similar. Indies are jewel. I like indie games. I even have some. I mean, it's they recycle the characters. It is financially sound to do that. Financially sound. But then again, you just create the same thing in a different skin, you know. It's because nowadays they don't make games for the sake of it. They just get profit takes much more of the goals, just the profits. How can we milk the existing thing without spending money and keeping, you know, it is sound, it's capitalism. Do what works and keep with it, you know. It's okay. They see people still buy games with just a reskin of existing game. Consume product, and they can get away with it. And they don't want to risk it anymore. Like games like that took a risk, took a dump, you know, just bombed. Like Lawbreakers, they risked a lot and just it bombed. What else? Duelist. Like Duelist was such a good-looking game, such a pixel art at the peak, a peak of pixel art, animation, and general game. It was so brave. The game Duelist, if you remember it, it was a freaking brave game. Visual design was fantastic. Of course, the power creep kept happening, like Hearthstone and similar. It's something that's game design oriented. It was a game that was relying on content, new cards, and you just get oversaturated. That's why I don't like card games. You just get oversaturated. Like you take a break. A normal person doesn't have that much time to play those games. I was playing Duelist a little bit. It was really fun game. It looked beautiful and the effects were beautiful and the tactics were beautiful. But like every 2 weeks some new cards came in and meta changes and just I couldn't keep up. And I just stopped. And then I realized that the game actually died. But there is still like hardcore following. Yeah, they want new stuff every 2 weeks. They got spoiled. Even though the game was really good and really fun, like Duelist. It was really a fun game. It was different, but it died. And the same thing happened to what was that? I played a little bit of that too. Yeah, who cares? A lot of games with some brave designs failed because I want my add-ons every second. I think we ruined gaming. People want new stuff every 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, how do you people find time? Those people who complain, how do you find time in your lives to get through everything? There is a gaming YouTuber I follow called Skill Up, and every week there is like new rotation of games. Every month a new rotation of free games, or Xbox or PlayStation, and then free games. An Epic game gives you a free game. Like, how do people, like, do they have a life? I mean, I don't have a life, but I'm sometimes amazed how spoiled people are. It's insane. YouTube gamers get paid well, yeah. But not just normal people, not YouTubers, just the audience who plays these games, you know? We are spoiled beyond belief. I heard that people with Xbox Game Pass are installing many games and never finish them. Because how? That's so stupid. Like, how can you how can you find time to finish 10 games, you know? I mean, you have to be really, really dedicated. But Game Pass is probably the best value for money, but still, it's too much. It's too much. I really think it's too much. But Xbox Game Pass would be the only thing I would be interested in getting one day. But I don't play games. The one game that I play currently sometimes is Rogue Legacy. I just play it a little bit from time to time. A Euro Truck Simulator, just to drive a freaking truck and chill. No Man's Sky sometimes, just to look at asteroids and shoot, and just discover new species. Just play a few games, enjoy it. Yeah, we're just... This is this fear of missing out, I think. They're milking FOMO. They're milking FOMO. Yeah, Art Robert says, between a full-time job and trying to draw regular, I don't even have time for my favorite TV shows. Yeah, how do people find time, man? I mean, I don't have a family, I don't have a full-time job, and sometimes I don't have time for my favorite things. I'm not imagining, like, people with families or full-time jobs finding time finishing 5 games. And now Overwatch 2 is coming out soon. I think that's gonna be fun. Not to mention games, yeah. I mean, I follow the gaming industry a little bit, but I don't really like it. I really don't like the gaming industry. I don't want to work in it, even though I do have clients like Wizards of the Coast and Games Workshop. There are so many alternatives now, and people stop taking the time to appreciate the work. That is so true. I mean, I don't know how it feels to be a game developer. Like, you know, Chimney Pool, you're a game developer. I don't know how it feels. It must be sometimes like hell. trends and this and that, and the new tools, new programming things, new meta tactics for games, new mechanics, new everything. Infinite choice, no commitment. And then the audience is super lazy, yeah. They just expect product. Crunch time is real. Oh, that's horrible. Unreal Engine 5. I don't know nothing about Unreal Engine 5. I never liked crunch. And I never tolerated it. That's one of the worst things the gaming industry does. Because it's just the scope of games, the scope of these things is so huge. You need 5 times more people to finish a product, and but you can't employ 5 times more people, so you just give extra tasks to the existing people. Also, Tong T Tran, welcome to the stream. TTT, Tong T Tran, welcome. TTT. I'm here to paint along. Welcome. Happy you're here. Show us what you're working on if you want. I am working on personal art, and you can see how this looks. TTT. Black Tomcat says, working along you is a joy, Zhillustrator. No, you're a joy. You're a joy. I'm so happy I got a big raid today, so I have a few people with me. And new people like, how is hot? Oh, it's very hot here. If we had rain, but... Oh yeah, let me show you some photos I made today. Just find them. Before the rain, we have pretty clouds. I mean, you can clearly see why I like clouds. Let me just do this. Well, no. Yeah, like this. Yep. Now you can see nice little... This is from my balcony. Took with 85 millimeter M42 lens, and it was good, really good lighting. They're so fluffy, yeah. Such a good lighting scenario. Like, come on, look at these. Oh, these lost edges. This is why I like clouds. I like to paint clouds and I like to watch clouds, even though I never use sharp edges like this. I love photography, by the way. I really love photography. I can't wait to get... Yeah, this one is my favorite from today. Just this plane flying in the background and this huge freaking storm cloud. Huge. This thing was a monster. I would smash some of those hard edges for sure. But this is the sharp edge with a lot of these creases. That's what gives it the scale. That's what gives it the scale of hugeness. Because every little edge is actually like this huge thing. This is my favorite from today, just from the balcony. It really turned out really nice, and composition wise it was nice. And this one too, not bad. I just need to fix it here. I have a smudge. Sensor cleaning is imminent. Just huge freaking cloud, just a little plane here. Just tiny little thing. And this thing is like the entire screen. I love photography. I really do. And these edges, these edges are just something that gives me happiness. The fluff, yes. And this too is one of my favorite photos I took recently. This one is the edit, I think. Because I'm on a 5th floor, and there's like one church in front of me and a few larger buildings. Everything is a small building. It's a big nose and mouth, yeah. So you can see, yeah, I live in an area with relatively low buildings. You know, lots of building in my city. This is my favorite photo, actually. This is a black and white edit. This is definitely one of the better photos I made recently. I'm so happy with it. I've taken this with a 200mm lens from my room, from my bed. Literally, this here, you can see this black thing here is this thing behind me. And this is the door of my balcony. I really love this painting, this photo, and this one too. This is literally the door of my balcony, and I exposed the church really interestingly, and it's a nuke. Yeah, it was a huge thundercloud. It's really actually cumulonimbus. It was fantastic. I just watched this. It was this one, but with a different lens. And this is up like 10 minutes later or a few minutes later. This one was a much bigger lens, much bigger zoom. It looks more imposing, and with a wide angle, it doesn't look as impressive. Like this is 200mm. It literally covers the entire shot. So you see how huge it is. This is the cloud. It's larger than my city. Huge. So I like photography a lot. I like this one so much. I wish one day I will afford a proper camera. A real big, expensive mirrorless. I will. It's like one of the next things that I'm buying. I hope you like this picture. I really hope it will be interesting to you as it is to me. It is abstract. The painting, definitely. I can see it being quite abstract. I've played a lot with the edges and with the flow. Maybe it's too much. I don't know. It's never too much. But it is. But it's not too much. Just one layer. Because I'm a crazy person. Not one layer, this change. Everything here is just one layer. The painting, of course, is not one layer. I can also play with blending modes. Not with this one, but maybe a blend mode like this. Just give it, not this, sorry, a lighter color like this one. Just to give it a sparkle. You know, that can also be a thing. Instead of like this. You know, sometimes we just need to tone things down, tone down. So I can combine them. I can make one layer normal and just maybe turn down the opacity, and the one other layer is lighten. I can turn down the opacity of that one too. And we can kind of create something in between. I can also do this and create something in between, you know. So I really love to play around with blending modes sometimes. They can be so forgiving. And I can even keep this. Exclusion, difference, but they can just make different tones. Maybe you can actually keep this. Because there is some interesting greens happening in the water. I know, but I don't, of course I won't, but like using multiply, for example, is really fun sometimes instead of normal mode. Let's see, new correction layer level. Let's see our levels, how our levels are doing. Yeah, the blues are peaking here. I can make it lighter, of course. Can add some more contrast. But then we lose the nice orange, the nice purple here. So it's better to actually just actually not go crazy. Or we can use the same map like on this one. We'll just invert it. So we can create the bottom part being a bit lighter than the top part. Yeah, I actually think I'm gonna keep this. So let's transform and make it a bit more to the bottom. Did I move this layer again? I can try some blending modes in this one too. Ooh, look at this. It's just dark. It's just everything just goes to black. Now we're not doing this. But we might be doing slightly. This is lighten. This is screen. Glow dodge. Add. You know, so many, you know, things you can do. Overlay, like, oh, this makes the blues just super blue. Maybe a bit too much. A bit too much. It's quite too much. But let's just go over and just go some different blend modes, just so we can see how much we can change with these little surgery blending modes. Yeah, lighten is lighter color than lighten are always good to quickly lighten something. I would like to buy this one. Well, you can buy this one. You can buy this one. Let me just email me or something like that, and I can make it for you. Just give me your budget and your size. Usually, maybe you notice, LGN says, what? What? Sorry. Do you know how many DPI should I use for a big print? Bigger plotters usually use 150 DPI. 150, 200, 200. They almost never use 300 for large prints. That's inefficient. My printer always tells me I don't need a 300 DPI file for such large. Some of these printers use 150, 180, 200. You can drop it to 200 just so you don't have to. Nobody will see the difference because it's a big print. It's not meant to be looked at like a pixel peep. Florida man, hello. What cookie things have you been up to? I'm not good at sizes, says Beller. A4, A3. How large you want to print? How large would you want a print of this painting if you want to have it? Corona has been a long ride. Yes, here too. And it's still up. That's the thing. People forget. The ride is still on. Oof. This painting will be a long ride also, because Where's screen? Can I use a different blending mode on this one? Exclusion. This difference. Nah. Multiply. Screen. Yeah, screen color dodge. We could use this. Hope you and the uploads are doing fantastic. Yes. We are good. Healthy. This picture is not finished. It really looks fantastic. Yeah, it's not finished in terms of like, I can find a bunch of things to add to it for sure. It's abstract in a way, and I can certainly find many things to add to it. But it still looks nice, I think, too. Thank you very much for your kind words, Florida man. Florida man, always up to shenanigans. Looks like a dwarven cave. Interesting. Fictional place. I would go here if this place existed. Well, it can exist in your head. For a small, small price. For a small, small price. Yep, I ship worldwide. It's for US is usually like $10 to 15, depending on what. $10 to $15 tops. If the print is shipped in a tube, then it's the cheapest. Florida man says they'll be moving next month out of my dorm to Canada. I will commission a print. Well, that, you know, or a painting. Well, those are expensive. to commission me to do a painting, but you can do a print. Always. Of how I'm thinking of you guys when I say that my art is expensive. Well, it is. I'm not doing this for 20 years for nothing. Not 20, sorry, but lots of years. Gotta be expensive. But I was talking about when people commission me for art. Skill pays off. Well, let's hope so. For me, I need the skills to pay off. It's very importante. Because if the skills don't pay off, what am I doing this for? Ah, I'm kidding. I'm doing it for fun. But still, if you can earn money for this, then it's the best thing. I'm just messing with some layers. It was this beforehand. I just changed it so much. And I'm still like considering some changes, like doing this, just continuing the, and then blending it in with my nose is scratchy. I hate that. This is a new layer, so I'm just thinking things. But I think that's good enough. Let's just try something here. Actually, removing this layer might be a good idea. What is this? Just simplifying the image a little bit. Let's duplicate it and put it into exclusion blend mode or difference blend mode. And then twist it. And then let's see what happens here. Do this and then change the hue a little bit. Tonal correction, hue, distribution, luminosity. To get some of these pinks or blues. Let's see, what kind of hue do we want this to change to? I like this hue here. There, the kid, welcome to the stream. Let's do subtract. And let's do this, the difference. Or exclusion. Yeah, just get it, tone it down a little bit, and just play with different blending modes. And if I do this or this, this is kind of interesting hue that I get here, because there is the same hue is up in the painting. Let's see exclusion, what exclusion does. It gives me some interesting colors. And here gives me an interesting glint of these colors that I have up there. So I'm using these weird blending modes. On a layer in the background just to see how I feel about it. This is the original. And then I removed it and I'm like, okay, I think this is good actually. And then like, what if I made it differently? This is how my brain works. Like, it's good, but what if I made it even different, even more different? That's how it goes. Oof. Oh, what's the time? It's 10. Okay, I have a bit more. I have a bit more. Okay. I've got a bit more. We've got a bit more. We've got a bit more time, Governor. Just a little bit more time to play around with this one. But it's so surreal, man. I don't know if I ever made something that's more surreal than this current one. It really does feel surreal. Especially when I darken it up a little bit like this. But it's very dynamic. It's something that I've been taking an interest. Can I ask about the cattle? I can see both little guinea pigs. One of them is drinking water, and another one is just jumped into the cage. Because I make a little veranda for my guinea pigs outside of the cage. They can jump out a little bit, and they have a little fence, and they can jump in and out of the cage and do shenanigans. Good night, LGN. Gotta take a walk. I haven't took a walk in a while. I need to. And the more I look at this painting this way, I kind of like it this way. Even though this way is also nice, but I kind of like it rotated this way as I look at it for some reason. I don't know why. I'll think about it. Even though this way is nice, it's very epic, you know. Just, you take a look at these clouds and just whoosh, and you flow out of the painting, but kind of return back. And there is this little circle of dynamics that takes you outside of the picture and into the picture. Na, 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 na. Interesting colors, interesting. I think this is good artwork. I do need to make a frame and all, just to kind of frame it. I might make it easier for myself. Oh, my nose is itchy, I hate it. I need to make it easier for myself and just paint the frame as a separate layer so I can remove it and export it without the frame when I need to. Art Rover, it is a good artwork indeed. You got around. It was nice to catch your stream again. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'll be now. I have a. Well, I don't have many things to do by the end of the month, but next week should be free for me. And then I have to get my car, the little small service, the little like we call it little service, like servicing, like the smaller one, like the oil replacement and stuff. Gotta do that. Gotta re-register the car. Gotta go to a different city to get this done, and then we have a gig. Have practice and a bunch of crazy last weekend of June, but next week I'll be free to do streams for sure. So we'll see each other. But if you guys want to watch a stream, then all my streams are saved. By the way, they introduced some things for Twitch streamers, like for watching ads and stuff, but I don't want to use this on my stream, so I don't want to make you watch ads. But maybe I should do that, like when I'm near the end of stream, to get you to like watch a minute of ads, so maybe I can get some money. Maybe not. I don't like ads. I don't like ads. But Twitch really wants us to use ads. They really want us to employ ads in our streams. It's insane. Like the last few changes on Twitch were all ad related. It's just insane. They really want us to play ads. They really want us to play ads. And I've been resisting. I already get sometimes, unfortunately, I sometimes get ads before my stream. But at least I maybe get paid like $1. So I'm not ready to sacrifice my stream for like 2 cents of ads. If I was a big account, I'd do like ads before the stream and such, because they can earn money from ads. Small people like me, nah, we are not the intended target for that. But I wonder if I can earn ad money. Because money is good. I like money. I like money. Ooh, this is actually interesting. Giving me some greens here. Just for some contrast. I can also smudge them. Some green undertones. Like you can see. But I don't want to be that crazy. Hmm. I like how this darkens everything and gives me even a more mysterious atmosphere in the painting. I hope it's not too abstract. What do you think? Is this like... my goal is to have it look kind of dreamy, kind of thinking about is this real or not, or am I like tripping a little bit? It good. Thank you, Lady Gnome. I want to think that it looks trippy, you know. Actually, this color introduction here actually really fit in because of the same color up in the top part. Such a weird painting. uh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I think I'm doing good. One thing I need to. Do you like, you know what tangents are? I kind of feel like this and this are, this line flows here, and it kind of kicks this. They meet halfway. So I'm just going to slightly make this larger. Na, 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 na. Make a few very, very small clouds to make them look like they're very, very far away. Cat is evaluating the painting currently. Oh, hello, muffin. Hello. What do you think about the painting, Cat? I hope Cat is satisfied with the quality. She enjoyed the close-up brush movements. Yep, I've got those. I've got those. I'm known to dabble in a brush movement or two. And it just waits a lot of work is just waiting and just going in, zooming in this much and just painting these little details. So much work to be done. But I'm looking forward to it. I want this picture to be also published next month, probably. Important image in your inbox. Oh my god, what could that be? Oh, very important, yes. This is a certain cat that's watching a certain stream. A certain cat watching a certain stream. And a certain cat watching a certain person. Hello, kitty, 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 kitty. Yeah, I love you. Mwah. Muffin knows me, by the way. Well, you know him when I have friends in real life. Lounging like a fat seal, looking straight into you. Oh, it is super cute. I like this cloud. This turned out real nice. Like this specific, like a little cloud with this gentle tone change, gentle saturation change. It really like gives you the edge without drawing the edge. While being a very small part of the painting. We can darken it down with our new shadow brush. We gotta be very gentle with which tone we want to use, you know, because we don't want to use this. You can pick the color on the canvas, just switch the hue and color burn. Blackbird. Whoa. Soft brushes have a few more blending modes, which is interesting. So I'll just be very, very gentle on the sides like this. Just adding just a few more values. And then you can dodge glow a little bit, because dodge glow is super fun. I just love dodge glow. Just give it... We can give it some crazy hue, maybe. No, we won't. I think it's too much if I do it. Sometimes even I have taste. I like this, yeah. Sometimes even I have taste. I can be quite tasteless. I mean, sometimes, not tasteless, just tactless. We can say that. What's tact? I don't know. Tact is for some boring people. I just want you to enjoy saturated colors. You can even try to do this, like something to kind of continue this curve here. What would be interesting? I just added a few accents to where I think this would go. Nah, too much. Too much in your face. So I like the movement. This entire picture is like one great, nice movement. Nah. Already is too much. Too much. Tone it down, Gilly boy. Tone it down, Gilly boy. So much difference with what we had originally. It was this, like, so horizontal, boring. Horizontal and boring. Not horizontal and boring. Not boring. Or maybe it's boring for somebody. But horizontal. Swoosh. Swoosh. I think that a lot of skill is necessary to get this to look like it looks now. I love that I have a signature already in it. It pretty. It be pretty indeed. You did a good job. Thank you, my dearest. Ladiest gnome of gnomes. Maybe we really don't need this large of a signature. Yeah, I think I transformed this painting into something interesting that I could put in my portfolio. And I think I'm getting closer to what I want to paint. Like, how to explain this? Like, getting closer to the desired aesthetic, kind of desired expression in what I enjoy working on and what I kind of like painting. And this feeling of not caring about trends and such. Just painting clouds and waves in the water and fluid things, and not worrying about unnecessarily worrying about some things just because maybe somebody will like it, you know. The point is for me to like it, and I'm getting closer to like I mean, I already have a style. It's clear. It's okay, but just getting closer to what I want to paint. You can see many of my recent artworks are very swooshy and very non-horizontal, non-vertical. Some of them are, but I'm trying to escape that. I'm trying to escape horizontality and verticality, and to get this dreamy quality to the paintings. Let's just mark this as a work in progress still. I mean, just mark this as a work in progress. But yeah, I keep looking at it now and just seeing something that's already finished almost. And what I can do is just like, okay, let's go and kind of try just figuring out the way to blend everything and a little bit more. And like doing this, getting the frame ready, and or figuring out maybe I want to do this, you know. So, but nah, I kind of like this. And is it too dark? I think it's not too dark, because there is already lighter parts of the painting. I can make it even darker, but I kind of like the darkening at the top. When I look at it on my side monitor, I can kind of see that it's dark enough. It's not as dark to lose the, like this here, little nuances. It's not dark. It's not, you know, when I pick it here, it's clearly not 0%. It's like 35, 20% dark. That's what leads me believing that I haven't darkened it too much. Sorry, lightness here, 15% L. That means we are within the range of printability, and like if you go under 5%, that means you might have problems printing, or 7%, 5, 3, you know, 0. That's why you don't use black in art. Just no point of using black. Your printer will run out of black ink and you will just be saturated. It will saturate the page because especially SMIC printing. Who does SMIC printing, you know? It will saturate the paper. Even RGB printing will saturate the paper. I mean, printers convert, but yeah, and I pick around the picture and see, okay, this is 11%, 12. It's not too dark. It even gives me some more space to do some more darkening in post-production if I decide to. Let's do a gradient map, just something. Oh, this looks nice. But we need the mixing rate curve. Just do this. So we can even darken our get midtones halfway there. Okay. This, I can drop our darks a little bit. We can make this our desired lightness and darkness and just switch the layer to brightness. And it can even additionally, but this doesn't, just, this is better, I think. Normal. This just gives me like an idea how it looks black and white, and I think it's real nice. There's not really a good way of fixing these values and all, because just changing the brightness of a color is not enough. You gotta change saturation and hue a little bit more. So I just took a black and white layer and turned it into brightness mode or luminosity in Photoshop to kind of make it look, make my colors this dark, but it's good enough. It's good enough like this. I can do a little bit of contrast, layer new correction. No, level correction. Just check it out and see, you know, bring some lighter colors down or additional like darkening of the image. But I think this is a bit too much. I think this is tasteful. Tasteful insofar that it's not too dark. It's not absurdly dark. But it is perceived as dark. Am I rambling? Always. I'm rambling. Always. 3 hours, 19 minutes in. Oh, I need to make a frame. I'll do it next time. I'm thinking about who to raid, who I could raid. Who could I raid? So I'm Skittle. What is his? Oh, he's playing games. No, we don't want to do games. I have no idea. What would I do? Okay, I found a good artist. It's a Russian artist, it seems. It's some good character designs. Yep, we're going here. New artist. Great. All right, let's do the links. Let's do the Patreon and donate thingies. So, if you want to find me on social networks, the links are in the chat. It's Instagram, Twitter, ArtStation, DeviantArt, YouTube, Patreon, Coffee, PayPal, Streamlabs. All the links are there. And if you want to try some of my brushes for Clip Studio Paint, only if my keyboard wants to, there are a few links you can get them from. There is a free sampler and there is paid brushes, so you can try before buying. Because my brushes are different and it's different. And what else? Yeah, Discord. If you use Discord, we have a server. I'm not really super active in it, but it's there, and I should do stream talking with people just so I don't talk to myself all the time. Should do that sometimes. And invite people on stream to come join and talk in Discord, maybe subscribers or something like that. And we need our raid call. If anybody is still watching. Zhilluminati. This is our raid call. We need this to go successfully raid a channel. This artist does interesting designs. I think it's gonna be okay. I don't know if they talk on stream. They do talk. I think it's in Russian probably, yeah. But who cares? We'll give them a raid and we'll say hi and we'll leave because I'm tired. That's raid channel. My keyboard. And also a new person, that is really nice, you know. I rarely find new people that I like. And guinea pigs are ready. Whoa, guinea pigs! Guinea pigs! Oh, I can hear you. Yes, everybody can probably hear you because you know it's time for food. You know it's time for food. Yes. Yes, guinea pigs. Yes, guinea pig alarm. Ah. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me this night. Next stream is probably Sunday. Not sure, but probably Sunday. Tomorrow I won't be available. And let's go raid Akum. All right. See ya. Bye bye. All right, done.